My brother and his family are coming over for dinner today, so I thought I'd bring you along. For the first course, we're going to be having Russian meatball soup. For the entree, we're going to have grilled lamb chops with chimichurri sauce, mashed potatoes on the side, and a salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, and mint. For dessert, we're going to be having mandarin orange and ricotta jello. The thing that helps me the most is to prep as much as I can in advance so I don't leave everything for the last minute. So yesterday I already made the dessert that's ready to go. All I have to do is take it out and cut it up. And I also made the soup, and that's one of the reasons why I love making soup whenever we have company, is because you can make the whole thing the day before and then just reheat it when you're serving it. This morning after we had our breakfast, oh, that's another thing, make sure you feed your family. There's nothing worse than a bunch of hangry family members when you're trying to get a lot of things done. So we had our breakfast, and then I peeled the potatoes, so all I have to do is turn them on. And I also prepped the lamb chops, and they're marinating in the refrigerator, so my husband is gonna put them on the grill when our guests arrive. Right now I'm gonna set the table, start the potatoes cooking, and do a bunch of last minute things like chopping the herbs, reheating the soup, and making the salad. Let me show you all I've got going on in here. The soup is completely ready. All I have to do is heat it up and add some fresh herbs. I also covered it with plastic wrap because my lid is not airtight, so I didn't want the rest of the refrigerator to smell like soup. So it's nice and tight, and my refrigerator doesn't smell like anything. The dessert is also completely ready. All we have to do is cut it up, and it looks so beautiful. I think it's gorgeous, don't you think? The lamb chops are right here marinating, waiting for the grill. I'm actually gonna take them out about half an hour before we're gonna put them on the grill, because you don't want any kind of protein to be completely cold when you put it on the grill. And then I have extra chimichurri sauce that we're gonna serve along with the lamb. As a bonus, I'm also serving spinach artichoke dip, which I bought from the store. You don't have to cook everything from scratch, and it's so yummy. We all love it, so I'm sure this is gonna be a big hit. I think I'm in pretty good shape right now, and I just love that so much of the prep is already done. The awesome thing about potatoes is that you can peel them hours in advance, cover them up with water, and that's one less thing for me to worry about at the last minute. A few other things that I like to do is to make sure that the dishwasher is completely empty. That way when I'm prepping the last minute things, the guests are already arriving, I can just put all of the dishes in there and the kitchen stays relatively clean. And start out the party with an empty garbage can so there's plenty of room and it doesn't look hideous when all your guests are throwing something out. If I have time, then I like to set the table in advance. That way I have plenty of time to do all of the last minute kitchen things. But if I don't have enough time, then sometimes I'll ask my guests to help me. So it depends on how we're doing with time. But I think it's extra special when the guests arrive and they see the table set and ready, that we've been waiting for them. So I like to do it whenever I get a chance. Our guests are here, and it's a gorgeous day in Florida today, so they're all outside. I can see the kiddos playing in the yard through the window. So we're just about ready to eat. I'm heating up the soup. I'm gonna chop up all these herbs, add them to the soup. I already made the salad, so that's ready to go. And I already mashed up the potatoes. The lamb chops are ready to go on the grill, so my husband is gonna head out into the yard and get them grilled. When I'm setting the table, I also like to take out the serving dishes that I'm gonna use for all of the food. I have it right here on the counter next to me. That way when I'm ready to dish things up or my husband comes back from the grill, it's right here and I don't have to go searching through my china cabinet and all the random cabinets. I'm gonna be using this basket for the bread. I already used the one for the salad, and then I have one for the mashed potatoes and the lamb chops. The soup smells so good. Then I have the mashed potatoes already mixed up here, and they're nice and warm. This pot is still hot from when I was using it to cook up the potatoes. If I make the potatoes like hours in advance, then what I like to do is get a really big towel and wrap up the pot with the mashed potatoes in it, and it stays warm for a long time. But it's still hot, so we're good. And then my husband is gonna go put the lamb chops on the grill, and we're ready to go. I prefer not to wash dishes while my guests are still at our house. I do collect all the dishes after the main course, put the food away that needs to be refrigerated, and just leave the dinner dishes in the sink soaking so they'll be easier to wash later. I'm not opposed to using paper plates either, and we use them plenty of times, especially when we have a lot of people over. Well, it's a few hours later. We really enjoyed that delicious dinner, and now it's time for dessert. Everybody's ready for it. And I'm just gonna cut it up and enjoy the evening with my family. I wish I could have all of you over for dinner, but this is the next best thing. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with us today.